What's up, everybody? What's up? Happy Pod Day! Yeah! Woo! Welcome to the See.Plan.Do show with me, professional life coach, business coach, relationship coach, serial entrepreneur, Garry O'Neal Jr. And as always, when you catch me out here being socially distanced, when you roll up on me, always remember, please don't forget the Junior. Shout out to Pops. Welcome to another Power Pack Podcast, Season 3, Episode 14, entitled Take Care, where we're going to highlight, hey, self-care, man. That's what we're going to highlight. All right, without further ado, welcome. Shout out to everyone catching this episode. Shout out to day one listeners, people who have listened to this episode for the first time, people that are watching this all on YouTube or listening to it on your favorite streaming platform. Thank you. And hey, thank you. All right. This is a really, really great show. Like I said, we're going to be talking about self-care and how super important that is. Also, the appetizers, we're going to talk about my Ravens winning. And as you see, whoa. We got the touchdown chains. We got the winning chain out. Can you hear that? You know I got my hoodie on. Let me make sure I show the peeps, man. I got my Ravens hoodie on. I got my championship chain on. You already know the vibes. You know I watched the game last night, the thriller. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about COVID updates. And also, guess what? Top five Christmas movies, according to me. If you have a problem with it, turn your locations on and we can settle this like adults. All right. So, hey, man, I am jacked. I am pumped, man. Guess what? Hopefully you're having an amazing December, an amazing day. And so, I appreciate every single person that listens or watches this show, or listening and then watching, or watching and listening, whatever you're doing. I appreciate you, baby. All right. So without further ado, let's get to our See.Plan.Do moment of the week. And our moment of the week is powered and sponsored by Heart Savers, Maryland. All right, so our See.Plan.Do moment of the week is entitled, See? Don't allow people, guys. Don't allow people who can't see themselves change. Change the way you see yourself. I'm going to run it back one more time. Don't allow people who can't see themselves change. Change the way you see yourself. All right? One more time for people who just tuned in. Don't allow people who can't see themselves change. They can't see it. Change the way you see yourself. All right, a little story behind this. Guess what? As an entrepreneur, I have conversations with other entrepreneurs. It's not to say I can't talk to my families or friends or anybody who doesn't. It's just that I get it. They get the vision. They see the vibe. Podcasters. One of my homeboys, Aaron, we talk about podcasting all the time. You know why? Because he's a podcaster. It's not to say I can't talk to people who don't have podcasts. It's just that he gets it. He understands it. All right, shout out to No Picks After Dark. Make sure you check them out. Okay. When I have clients, when I talk to my clients, they're extremely excited because they know I'm very optimistic. We can't expect to have conversations about optimism or go-getter stuff or being able to handle stuff with people who don't even view themselves in that manner. All right. Misery loves company, right? Because they can identify that they're together. So again, one more time, the See.Plan.Do moment of the week. Don't allow people who can't see themselves change the way you see yourself. All right. That's your See.Plan.Do moment of the week. All right. And guess what? We're steaming, rolling right through this. And now with full transparency, let me apologize for you not getting this episode right at 0000. All right. I want to make sure I'm transparent with that. I apologize for making sure that you didn't get the crisp content that you're used to right at midnight. It won't happen again. All right. Updates, making sure things turn around. I did not expect those things, but guess what? It won't happen again. Because guess what? Mr. See.Plan.Do done already seen what happened, planned it out. And then guess what? We're going to make sure It doesn't happen again. And that's the D part. Okay. So here is your song of the week, sponsored by Greenlight Entertainment. Listen, let me tell you something about this song. I only heard like 30 seconds of it watching TV, and I've been hooked on it ever since. So check out this amazing song right now. All right, that is your song of the week, sponsored again by Greenlight Entertainment. All right, so as we're steaming along here on season 3, episode 14, entitled Take Care. All right, let's go over the appetizers. Can we get to the delicious appetizers? Of course we can. Of course we can. All right, first appetizer, my Ravens. Ravens, did you see my Ravens? Pulling it out. You see the chain. You see the hoodie. Okay? All right, I'm the official, non-official life coach of the Ravens. Let's go. I just want to be clear. I just want you to look back at the tape. I just want you to take a moment. What is the Baltimore Ravens record when Gary has put on the chain and the hoodie? Currently, they're 2-0. I'm going to let you figure it out. I'm not a mathematician. I'm going to just let you figure it out. Okay? But you see the chain, you see the hoodie, you see the vibes. Okay? That's it. All right? That was a thrilling game yesterday against the Cleveland Browns. Guess what, man? That was a tough game. It was a great game. All right, couple things I want to highlight. All right, our QB having the cramps. All right, Lamar Jackson having cramps, had to run off to the bathroom, had to go back into the locker room. All right, guys, let's bring it in. You and I know damn well that wasn't cramps. I have done, if you go back and watch the video of him running back to the locker room. I've done that run back to my house, back to the office. I've done that run when I had to go to the bathroom. That wasn't cramps. That man had to poop. I'm sorry, guys. All right. I've seen that run. A turtle head sticking out. Yeah, I'm running. I'm high-footing it back. Because guess what? When he came out of that, don't go into that 30, 45 minutes. And when he came out, guess what? He came out feeling 10 pounds lighter. As soon as he came back, striking touchdowns, running it. That was it, baby. Okay, just a little backed up in the system. Let it go. And now we good to go. Okay, so I know they said they had to report cramps, right? There's no way. Go back and look at the run that he had when he was running back to the locker room. No, sir. You had to poop. All right? It's okay. It's between me and you and the millions of people listening. But you had to poop, bro. I don't know what you ate that earlier, but hey, it made its debut. Okay? Listen, man. The one great thing, it's multiple great things about the internet. Guess what? You probably don't even really know me in real life, but the internet has brought you to me, and the internet has brought me to you. Thank you. Right? The internet is a great place, and one of the things that you get that you can bet your bottom dollar will be memes. And those memes that shot out after this whole thing, no pun intended. Wow, that was disgusting. The memes that happened after that, listen, man, I've been laughing the entire time. All right, defense. The defense got to step up, man. We can't be out here just getting cooked like that. Jeez Louise. All right, you got Baker Mayfield looking, like not Baker Mayfield. So that was crazy. All right. So the defense got to step up. People have been hurt. So, of course, my Ravens will get it. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. All right. And also, if you are a person who may be in the same division, if your team is in the same division as my team, and you may not wear, purple and black, you may wear like yellow and black or something like that. To my Pittsburgh Steelers fans that's listening, I know you support the show. I know that despite our differences, you still rock with me. But I thought that a team that's on the losing streak said something. Okay. Please. Don't lose another one. Steelers, don't lose another one. All right? Don't lose another one. All right, so that is our appetizer for the Ravens. Again, shout out to the Ravens coming through. That was probably the best Monday Night Football game I've ever seen. All right. It's been plenty of really great ones, but that might have been the best one because I was literally on edge the entire time, up and down with emotions. And it was amazing. It gave you everything that you wanted on a Monday night. All right. Okay. So on to more on a serious note, COVID update. All right. So if you're here in Maryland, Governor Hogan just came out with a statement saying that there has been 5,000 cases of people dying from COVID. All right. The numbers are spiking everywhere. So I implore you, I plead with you, not just here in Baltimore, everywhere. Please, please stay safe and stay home. All right. Please, please. Okay. If you're going to venture out, we're all adults here for the most part. Do what you want to do. But please just keep other people in mind, because that's been my biggest thing about this entire scenario is that we are going up against a pandemic, something that we've never experienced before. And we have to think about other people. Okay. It's still people that are having parties and events and stuff like that. People are getting upset with mayors and other, not just here, but everywhere. People getting upset because you feel like people are infringing on your freedoms and your good times, stuff like that. Like, to be honest, like, come on. It's too many people that are sacrificing other people just for you to have a good time. Okay. Don't think about you. Think about the person that's around you, stuff like that. Like, please, let's just stay home. Let's just stay safe. Let's stay out of the way. All right. If you have to go out, just be safe. Put your damn mask on. Anytime you have leadership telling you to put your damn mask on, like, what's the problem here, guys? Put your mask on and put it on all the way up over your nose. Like, what is wrong with some of us? Stop it. Put your mask on. All right. Put your mask on. We're saving people by doing stuff like that. Okay. And maybe later on in another episode, we could talk about the vaccine and whether you're going to take it or not. And I get that could be a whole nother episode. But for right now, can we just all just do our part? If you do your part and I do my part, then guess what? And other people do their part, we're saving people. All right. I get it. You're a strapping young man or woman or whatever pronoun you identify with. I get it. But if you venture out here and you're out here in these streets and you're not protecting yourself, you're damaging, you're hurting our society. You may catch it and may not even be, you may not even be affected. But what about your neighbor? What about your neighbor and their kids? What about your elderly coworker, right? That now, because of these things, it attacks their, not the immune system, but now you're compromising their health. So can we just all just say, hey, man, let's just make sure that we are all in this together. Okay. People have been affected. My family members have been affected. I'm pretty sure people who are watching and listening, your family members, friends, coworkers, etc., have been affected. So let's just make sure that we are all doing our part. That's it, man. Nobody's trying to take anything away from you. We want to extend it. We want to keep you going. We want to keep your mom, your family member, your grandmother, or grandfather, or uncle, whatever. We want to keep it going. And we keep it going by not putting our own selfish desires and needs first. That's all. Okay. Let's just make sure we stay safe, stay healthy, stay out of the way, practice all of the things that the CDC and everyone has been saying since this has happened. Okay. Just because you're over it, guys, doesn't mean it's over. All right. All right. Let's flip the gears. All right. Just definitely had to say something about that, man, because it's getting crazy. All right. And people are like, well, these things not even real. All right. But you got to really think that some of these people that are saying it, they have an agenda. Okay. Seems to be that party promoters really have an issue with us protecting ourselves and not coming out. I recently saw a comedian really make a big deal. He took it down, but he made a big deal about people not coming out to support. Sir, whole pandemic out here. And I even commented, I don't even get into negative stuff like that, but I had to comment and just say passive aggressive stuff like that's not going to help you. He should have took advice from one of my favorite comedians, Tony Baker, and did something online. Shout out to Tony Baker. If you don't know who Tony Baker is, you need to follow him. You need to get with him. He's one of the funniest comedians. He has it all. He's one of the funniest comedians alive. Every time he comes here, I have to check him out. All right. I may have to upload a post when I was like a bigger guy and I took a picture with him. When this is over, he has to come back so I can take another picture when I'm slim and trim. Feel me? I'm slim and trim. You feel me? Sorry. When I got the chain on, I got the hoodie on. Whew. All right, I'm back. All right, I'm back, guys. All right. About to put my 990s on. You know what? Listen, if I put these 990s on with my Ravens gear on, it's gonna be problems in this booth. Okay. I might spit a hot 16 right now. Okay. All right. So, but again, let's just do our part. We can all do our part. You protecting me, I'm protecting you, we're protecting other people, they're protecting us, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Come on. All right. You don't be selfish. All right. So let's switch gears here. All right. The last appetizer I had, listen, I had to think about this one, right? Had to think about it. All right. I wanted to do a deep dive into my top 5. And not even deep dive because it's just an appetizer. My top 5 here. Season 3, episode 14, entitled Take Care, here on the See.Plan.Do show. I wanted to just drop my top 5 favorite Christmas movies. Now, I want to preface this by saying I can fight. So if you have a problem with my top 5, then again, turn your locations on and let's settle this like adults safely. All right. By doing like rock, paper, scissors, something like that. Okay. All right. But here are my top 5. I don't know. I sort of have them in order, but I don't really have them in order, but I'm just going to just say they're in order. Can we do that? Of course you can, Gary. It's your damn show, right? All right. Number 5, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. What a story about retribution. All right. A misfit, an outcast, a person who doesn't fit in what society has deemed acceptable. And look at him rising up. That's always going to be a favorite, regardless of the, animation that we have now. When Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer comes on, you're watching it. Okay. You're watching it. All right. You're watching it. So that's top 5. That could not be on the list. I know. Look at me using double negatives. All right. I wrote them down. So number 4, I'm gonna say is, this is tough. This is a tough one. I'm gonna go with Charlie Brown Christmas. I know that's sort of wild for me to say, and I know you're like, what? I know if you're just driving, you just probably pulled over, but I mean, it's a great story. Don't get me wrong. I love it. All right. Christmas time is here is one of my favorite. Matter of fact, next week, we're going to do top 5 Christmas songs or holiday songs. So I want to throw Hanukkah in there. Does Kwanzaa have a song? And I celebrate Kwanzaa. Somebody needs to make a Kwanzaa song. All right. I need to check that. Get back to me, guys. Is there a Kwanzaa song out? Okay. Can we get Jay-Z in the booth? Can we get somebody? J. Cole? Let's get some vocals on that. Can we get some R&B? All right. Can we get some Kwanzaa? But all right. Yeah. Charlie Brown Christmas is a classic. That's something, again, rewatchability is on 100. But I had to really, really think about these next 3. And I said, these are it for me. All right. So 5 is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. 4, Charlie Brown Christmas. And even then, I still struggle with that. But I had to do my due diligence here on the See.Plan.Do show. Number 3 is, this is a tough list for me, man. All right. Number 3 is going to be A Christmas Story. Now, I struggle with that one because that really, to me, should have been number 1. That is a movie that when it comes on Christmas Eve throughout Christmas Day, it is on TV. It is on my TV in my house. So I feel a certain way about saying it's number 3, knowing that it's on there. But it's a great movie and I love it, but I had to put it somewhere. So I had to put it at 3. All right, number 2, which may upset some people. You may get triggered by this because you may say, how can you have Christmas Story at number 3 and this is number 2? Well, it's my show. So if you want to talk about your list, if you don't have a podcast, feel free. I have a podcast course available. You can make your own podcast and talk about your damn 5. Number 2 is A Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And the Jim Carrey version. I'm not gonna lie. As an adult, it hits. It hits different. That show, that movie, Jim Carrey bodied that. Okay, like when they first came out with it, I was like, oh, it's gonna be funny, but at that time we didn't know what kind of Jim Carrey was gonna get. So watching that movie and just looking over some of the smart alecky things he says, some of the things, the Ron Howard scene when he was looking over his schedule, like they bodied that. Okay. You can look at, so if I was to do the Grinches, it would go Jim Carrey's number 1, the original is number 2, and then the new one they did is like 3rd. I don't even watch that one. All right. I don't watch that one. It's either the Jim Carrey version or the original version. That's it. Okay. Because when the Grinch give you that grin and they go all the way up here, you already know. Max. So The Grinch Who Stole Christmas is number 2. And with number 1, I'm pretty sure you already have guessed what number 1 is going to be. Number 1 is going to be the Home Alone series. You got to have all of them in there. 1 and 2. 3, you can have 1 and 2. But 1 and 2, like, come on. I struggled with having it number 1 because I immediately thought about the holes in the story. If I was one of the wet bandits, I would have just killed this kid, and now it would have been over. The movie would have been over. You would not have been hitting me with paint cans or remodeling this whole house. We would have clapped them twice. Over, kid. All right, it's a great movie. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. All right, some other honorable mentions. Of course, you have Die Hard, which, ladies and gentlemen, it is a holiday movie. It's a Christmas movie. Okay, it happened to a Christmas time. All right, and we had Carl Winslow in it being a cop. Come on. It's a Wonderful Life. That's a classic. Yeah, but I only did 5 because guess what? I didn't feel like doing 10. Okay, but you feel free to comment below on YouTube or on my social media pages what your 5 is. If you agree with mine, if you don't, guess what? Let's just have a conversation. But that's my 5. Just to run it back down one more again. 5 is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. All right. 4 is Christmas Brown, the Christmas Story. 3 is A Christmas Story. 2 is Grinch Who Stole Christmas, and 1 is Home Alone. That's it. All right, that's it. That ends your Appetizers, sponsored by Lalone Clothing. Guess what? If you enjoy this show, guess what? And you want to get some merch for this show, hop on to LaloneClothing.com. Not only do we have amazing merch there from the official merch from the See.Plan.Do show. All right, you can also grab different shirts, different things. I put a whole bunch of different meanings and phrases on different shirts that can fit your vibe. Okay. So hop on over to LaloneClothing.com. That's LALONE clothing.com. That's LALONE clothing.com. All right. So can we get to our entree of the evening, season 3, episode 14? Man, I think I only have like 10 episodes left. Wow. So we're going to be definitely shooting them into the new year. All right. But season 3, episode 14, entitled Take Care. Today, I really, really wanted to go over the importance of self-care. Okay. All right. I myself, as a life coach, I have to force myself to do self-care. Okay. Now, before the pandemic, I like to sit home, maybe go to a cigar lounge, maybe have a nice bottle of wine somewhere and relax. Okay. That's how I practice self. That's one of the ways I practice self-care. Reading a nice book, watching one of my favorite shows, those are things that I could practice with self-care, but I have to work on it. And I'm pretty sure if you're watching this or listening to this, or this is a show that really, really piqued your interest, you probably don't do it. All right. And you have to take time to take care. You have to. You have to schedule that self-care time in. You have to. Because we can't believe that other people are going to focus on our self-care. I'm not saying that the people don't. It's people that have said to me, hey, how do you express self-care? And I'm like, oh man, I need to work on it. Right. So I wanted to be able to bring that back and share with you, us taking care of ourselves and us providing self-care. I want you right now to imagine a restaurant that you own. You own a restaurant for whatever food it is. You own a restaurant. Imagine you walking into this restaurant and there are different tables with different nameplates on these tables. You might have one reserved for your family. You might have one reserved for your friends, your spouse, different people, work. If different people have different tables at your establishment, there should be one table with one seat that's for you. And it's always open. You have to make sure you take care and perform self-care. All right. It's up to you to figure out what that is. And we're going to do a dive into it. But it's your responsibility to make sure that you take care of yourself. Okay. You can't be the best mom, dad, coworker, spouse if you're not taking care of yourself. All right. So let's talk about why it's important outside of what I just said. All right. When you're practicing self-care, when you're using self-care, all right, it helps you deal with when you have challenges that are affecting you mentally and physically. Helps you deal with it. Okay? It allows you to get a boost and find self-esteem. All right? So if you are experiencing low self-esteem, because I don't ever want anybody to say, oh, I have low self-esteem. You can say you experience it. We're not going to embody that. We're not going to adopt that mentality. When you experience self-esteem, low self-esteem, it helps you find it. It helps you find and re-energize your self-esteem because you have to focus on you. All right. It allows you and helps you and assists you in managing your emotions. Okay. It helps you reduce stress. It helps you reduce stress and leaves you calm and in control. All right. It boosts energy. All right. It gives you time to relax, to meditate, and reflect on issues that you may be experiencing. And hey, how can you solve them? All right. It gives you all these things. And if there are other things that you experience when you practice self-care, please put them in the comment section. Please put them on the page. Make sure you let us know what you do for self-care and what you get out of it. All right. So let's talk about, hey, what are some different ways? And there are a million different ways for you to experience self-care. Okay. So of course, when we're doing, when I do this show, I want to make sure I bring you the heat. I want to inform you, educate you, motivate you, make you laugh, make you think. So I always want to offer some for you, but it's your job, your homework, your coaching assignment is for you to find out what works for you self-care wise. How do you want to experience self-care? That's what I want you to write down. How do I want to experience self-care? All right. So I broke some down physically, emotionally, and mentally. Okay. So physically, first thing you're going to probably say is exercise. All right. When you exercise, your body releases those feel-good feelings, those feel-good chemicals for you. No one has worked out and said, oh, I'm still in the dumps. That's not how it works. You'll feel better. Go work out. Go for a walk. Okay. Go for a jog. All right. Also dance. Listen, TikTok is lit. Okay. Get on TikTok or dance with your kids. Dance your pain away. Okay. Go ahead and dance. Enjoy yourself. Even if you don't know how to dance, even if you're not listening to the beat, you're listening to the symbols or the words. Get your dance on. All right. Go ahead and get your dance on. Hit them shoulders. Okay. All right. Hit the wall on them. All right. Moonwalk one time. Okay. Do the kid and play. Do the running man. All right. Turn on Beyonce. Do all the stuff that was in Single Ladies. Okay. Do all the choreographed moves that you might see. Get crazy with it. All right. So I said, go dance, go for a swim. All right. If you know how to swim, go for a swim. If you don't know how to swim, guess what? We're going to talk about that in a minute. But go for a swim. Get some laps and get your Michael Phelps on, okay? All right. Get some hugs. Now, of course, we have to make sure that we're being conscious about, the pandemic that's happening. But if you're around people that you know you're cleared to hug them, hug the hell out of them. Hug them. All right. Every day that my kids are with me, they get at least 20 hugs a day. All right. Logan is not a morning person. No, he is not. Lauren is. Lauren is like me. We get up early in the morning. Me and her may eat breakfast, some nice fruit, watch some TV or something like that, get prepared for the day. She gets hugs right off the bat. She ain't even brush her teeth. Hugs. All right. They're getting hugs throughout the day. Give and get hugs. Embrace. Okay. Go clean or reorganize a room. You ever did that? If you say, you know what? Like even right now in the studio, it's going to be things that I'm going to do this weekend. I'm going to put some music on. I'm going to put that Anita Baker and Sade on. I'm going to put my 90s and I'm going to repost it. I made a 90s. So, with me being a DJ, I made a 90s R&B, CD. So I'm going to repost it on the page as a gift for me and you for being tardy with this episode. Go ahead and listen to it. Take it back to the 90s. Okay? Go clean and reorganize a room. See how you feel. All right? Ooh, I like this one as well. Take a nice hot bath. Now, I'm 6'8", so I have to sort of maneuver how I'm going to take a bath, right? I don't think I've taken a bath since like 2001. But go take a nice bath. Get some Epsom salt in there. All right? Light some candles. Okay? Put some nice soothing music on. Maybe even listen to this podcast. All right. Well, maybe not the beginning because I get lit in the beginning. So you might want to turn it down, listen to it, relax, relate, release. Yeah. That's physical. And those are just a couple of them physically. Okay. Mentally, this is huge too. Go read a book. Commit yourself to one book a month. What book are you currently reading right now or that you want to read? And audibles count too. So I don't want you to feel like audibles don't count. You listen to the audio version of a book. Whatever book you're listening to or reading, comment below what you're reading, okay? Or that you want to read. Learn a new skill. All right? Shout out to Des for the artwork of this episode. The executive producer of this episode is Des. And guess what? She gave me the Sweet Yoda with he got his self-care on. Little Yoda. Well, his name is not Yoda in the show Mandalorian, but I'm going to call him Yoda. But one of the things I told her to do is start doing photography. She's great at doing photography. Okay? You want to learn how to cook? Go learn how to cook. You want to go learn how to ride a bike? If you don't, go learn how to ride a bike. You want to learn how to do something? Go learn a new skill. Photography, cooking, editing, podcasting. Do something. Yeah. All right. Learn a new skill. Why don't you create a do-it-yourself project? You know what? It'd be really dope right now. Why don't you start creating like your own little garden? All right. It can even be a secret garden. Well, no, that's a different garden. Don't do a secret garden. Do a real garden. Tomatoes, all those type of things. And make sure you hook me up with a basket of it. All right. Create a do-it-yourself project. Why don't you go color? Okay. Listen, coloring is something that as an adult is an amazing thing to do. All right. You ever color for real? Like color in the lines? How do you color? I like to make a bold outline and then I like to color in. That's how I like to get my coloring on. Okay. In the lines. We're not getting out the lines. All right. Go color. All right. Turn off your phone and other electronics. Turn them off for 3 hours. Turn them off. Okay. I put my phone a lot of times on do not disturb because guess what? You could be swamped by notifications. And at this point, our brains are triggered and trained to respond to notifications. You hear that little beep from your phone? our brains know it might be something new. Maybe it's a notification. Maybe it's somebody liked what you said or responded to what you said. So we find ourselves running to our phones and other electronics. Okay, turn them off. 3 hours, 2 hours, whatever your self-care time frame is. Oh man, take a mental vacation. You know what I want you to do? If it's possible, take off of work. And I get right now that we ultimately have, a lot of us are teleworking. I don't care. Take off, meaning call out. Take a mental vacation. Guess what? If you're able to go out and do a spa day, I don't think that you'll be able to do it now, but make your own spa day. Hook that bath up. Yeah. Put the extra bubbles in there. For me, put it one time in there. Extra bubbles. Extra. All right. Pamper yourself. All right. If you want to work on your nails, clip your nails, clean your nails, do your own mani and pedi, scrub, do a little, detoxing, do a little scrubbing, a little facial. All right. Walk around in that robe. Okay. Crack open that Bed Bath & Beyond or bodywork stuff, whatever you got. Put it on. Have a spa day. Take a mental vacation day or a week. All right. Let me take 2 seconds to talk about this. Your job is amazing. And if you don't feel like your job is amazing, I challenge you to go back to episode 13 entitled, Do You Hate Your Job? But your job is there for you, right? And clearly you like being at your job. And if you don't, again, check out the episode. But what I want you to do is let's just be real. If something was happened to you, whether you broke down or something, let's say you were to pass away because of stress or something like that, your job right now will feel bad about you. They may put something out in the internet or the magazine that they have, the newsletter, whether within like 2 weeks, they're going to be posting your job. So a lot of times people don't take self-care because they feel like they can't. And I'm telling you, you can. You just need to find out the time. When can it happen? For me, it's on Tuesdays, which is why I like to record earlier. I like to record and get stuff up at least by Sunday and Monday, because on Tuesday, I want it to be self-care day. And if I can't make it Tuesday, then it's going to be another day. But you got to commit and be serious about your self-care. Okay. Some people never, I knew a gentleman who did not take any days off. And unfortunately he went into cardiac arrest at work and he passed away. And in talking with the payroll person, she said he never took off because he wanted to capitalize and save all that money. It's not worth it. You feel stressed, take off. The work, promise you, the work will be there when you get back. It will. So just take off. Take a mental health day. Eat your favorite ice cream. All right, go eat it. Now, I don't want you to keep eating it and eating it, because then you're going to have an issue. And then we're going to have to get Chef Kane back on the show. But take time off. Enjoy yourself. All right, and let's talk about emotionally. So we talked about physically how you can perform self-care, mentally how you can perform self-care. Now let's wrap this up and talk about emotionally. How can you perform self-care? And that's going to be one of the biggest things I love to do is meditate. Now, if you want to get into meditation, you haven't, it might be a lot of noise in your mind when you first start, but just start practicing. I like Deepak Chopra. I listen to him. All right. You could definitely find out, read materials, look at videos on how to meditate. Take that time for yourself. Pray, meditate, pray, do some yoga. All right. I've done yoga. It's great. There's no stigmas about it with me. I like yoga. I need to get back to it. But guess what? You can find beginners yoga on YouTube or something like that and get rocking and rolling. Okay. Chill with your kids. All right. Sometimes we don't chill with our kids. Do what they want to do. Sometimes Logan and Lauren have a yes day. It doesn't happen a lot. But on this yes day, they have an opportunity to, I have to say yes to the things that they want to do. Now, I do tell them, keep in mind, take it easy on your dad. But we have fun. Lauren wants to play the video game. Lauren's playing the game a little bit more. Logan's definitely a gamer. He's going to be a coder and a gamer. So I play games with them. All right. Play Monopoly with your kids. Just chill with your kids. Make it a movie night. Pop some popcorn. All right. Chill with them. Okay. Chill. Not only if you have kids or not. And what I mean is chill with your kids, your family, your friends. All right. Safely, of course. Have a Zoom or a group chat movie night. All right. Play spades. All right. Play some type of card game or play a game. Okay. Journal. All right. Journaling is great. Okay. Journaling really, really, really will unlock a lot of things you might be having that you might be thinking about. And that can help you emotionally. All right. And also, if possible, go on a date. Go on a date. All right. Don't let the pandemic stop you from going on a date. Now, that means stay your behind home. Yeah, of course. But you can do things at home. Go ahead, go and grab one of the blankets. Pull them off the bed. Pull up, get a comforter or a nice blanket. Set up a picnic in the middle of the floor. Binge watch your shows. Just lay up. Just be in each other's arms. Lay up. Okay? Do something. All right? You can find these virtual paint and sips. All right? Get some food. Just chill. Take it easy on yourself. All right? That's another thing I should have probably put mentally. Take it easy on yourself. Given all the things that are happening, we are still here. If you're listening to this, you're still here. We are doing the best that we can. Okay? It doesn't mean that you should shirk off responsibilities that you know you're supposed to do. But what I'm saying is give yourself some credit. That's what I want you to do today. If you don't do anything else that you've heard on these episodes, I want you to give yourself some credit. That looks like looking at yourself in the mirror and say, I give myself credit for, and whatever that is. I give myself credit for being a great dad. Give yourself credit for being a great mom. Give yourself credit for not breaking down during this pandemic. All right. All of those wonderful things. So those are just things that I wanted to share with you physically, mentally, and emotionally. All right. And your responsibility, and I want you to carry this out as serious as possible, is to take care. All right. Take care of yourself. Perform that self-care. And guess what? You'll see things lighten up for you. All right. You'll have a great time. All right. And let me know how it works. But all right, everybody, that's the end of this show, man. Season 3, episode 14. Take care. As always, you can listen to each and every episode streaming right on the See.Plan.Do website. You can go there, get the click on the link to any one of your favorite streaming platforms. You can watch it on YouTube. You can listen to it on all those streaming platforms. But you can get to the central location by going to See.Plan.Do show.com. All right. Hey, if you want to be on the show, you have an event coming up, you have a book, you have goods and services that you want to promote. Guess what? I offer promotional opportunities. So if you notice that these numbers are growing, I know you do. I know you see the numbers growing. All right. The numbers are growing. This show is lit. I told you. All right. I told you. It's not about being cocky. It's about being convinced. Feel free to put that on the shirt. All right. Not cocky. I'm convinced. The numbers are growing. So if you are looking to get with a situation that can grow awareness to what you're doing, check me out. Hit me up on the See.Plan.Do show.com. Drop me an email. Let's talk about promotional opportunities. I have at least 3 promotional opportunities each and every episode. So make sure you take advantage. Okay. And last, but certainly not least, thank you for watching or listening to this show. All right. You are the best part of the show. Not the Ravens, not candy corn, not Fuego Rapido. You are the best part of the show. All right. So until we see each other again. All right. Until we talk again, until we share those special moments again. Always remember to see what you want to do. Plan it out and do it. All right. Please stay safe. Please stay home as best as possible, as much as possible. Please stay out of the way. And always remember to practice self-care. And guess what? Take care, everybody. All right. See you next time. Bye.